Yeah, okay, that's good. I got more water. And I stretched my legs. And I'm feeding this boy. Yeah, no, names are very powerful things. Just as a note, if you're here hanging out with me and you're just lurking, know that I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who comes to hang out with me. Big hearts from me and the Herminator here. If you haven't yet, you can go ahead and give me a follow if you like. You'll know when I go live with more Phoenix Wright and other types of related content. It's always zany here, so. All right. All right, Maya, let's talk to you about the samurai. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, and I have a Discord. That's a thing. Where I announce when I'm going to change streams and I announce when I'm going live and there are cat pictures and we talk about Genshin and other random stuff. So yeah, come hang out. It's pretty cool. All right, Maya. Let's see. See if any of this stuff is different. It probably is now because it's our office and it's not Mia's office. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy, happily cleaning the room. That bellboy. The bellboy's a problem. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya has been watering it so much lately. It looks a little swollen. Oh, am I a little quiet? Hold on. It's very possible that my mic got bumped a little bit. So I haven't really made any adjustments too much, but I know that this game can get a little bit loud at times. I tried to make sure the sound was a little bit low. Hold on a second. Pretty easy to just do like that. Just to make sure that we're above the thing. So keep an eye on it and see if it seems to be a little bit better with a little bit of adjustment, and we will look at that. Hi, Hermes. I know. You done with this? Do you want more? I can't hold it for you. No. Okay, we're done with that. All right. I have been watering it so much lately. It looks a little swollen. Don't do that. Don't overwater your indoor plants. You'll kill them. If you water plants too much, it actually drowns them. Fun fact. And they'll die from too much water. Plants can die from too much water. She's either trying to make it grow, or she's perfecting her water torture technique. A poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. Rip. Okay. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. Yay, we feel like a professional. All right. Let's talk to you. What to do? Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No! We just don't have enough information. She's cross at me. Alright, let's move to the detention center. October 16th, detention center, visitor's room. Dot, dot, dot. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Maya! Whoa, 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 what are you saying? He looks like Wolverine, right? Yes? Something wrong? No! This is getting off to a great start. Let's make him a little nasally. I know, you're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick! What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Alright. Let's talk to him. He's a big sad, he's Saddy McSadface. These are all the same, aren't they? Smile for the camera. Yep. As he monitors, seems frozen in awe of Willpower's. Yeah, okay. So, let's talk to you. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Yikes, that's a big hole. They took off his mask and discovered it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Okay. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is? Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, you done, baby? He's like, I gotta go get me something to drink, Ma. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? Power's alibi. Okay. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Alright. Let's go to the studio. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome. Aren't you excited? Hey, you there. You want in? You gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today, something horrible happens and all you can think about is sightseeing. Don't you have jobs you'd be doing? Are lawyers not work like the rest of us? Maybe I should be a lawyer too. Sounds like a life of ease, no work, just loafing around. I was young, things were might different. Hippie clothes. What are these youths coming to today? My own son hasn't called and... Nick? That was a lot of air. I kind of just ran with it. Probably was a mistake. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. And breathe. Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey, listen when you're spoken to. Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today. We're just gonna kind of examine this front area. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. Okay. A computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching! Security cameras, eh? That seems good. Pretty good. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Alright, so let's talk to security. And then we can present our badge. That'll probably get us in. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now, not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. Yes, the dead person's name is Jack Hammer. His name is Jack Hammer. Is it Will Powers? Jack Hammer as the evil magistrate, and then Will Powers as the Steel Samurai. So it's there's a lot of that. I'm just gonna go ahead. There's a lot of that. We the very first case, it was, what was the guy's name? It was literally like the guy's name was like something like Sewit or something like that. Like he saw it and he was the witness. I saw it. Thank you. It was I saw it. That was the witness's name, and he was actually the murderer. That was the first case. Yeah, no, they do a lot of that. Yeah. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. Mr. Sawit. There you go. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Mr. Hammer. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? Really hard. What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that, reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. So why are you suspicious? Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here, so if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer, you can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Alright. Can we present our badge? What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not. Alright. Well, so then we have to go back to the detention center. Hello. How is the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. I'm sorry. I'm just misheard you presenting you what now? I mean, I have an attorney badge. Apparently, I don't know what she wants from me. We gotta get the security lady badge. B-A-D-G-E badge. Badge. Yes. your alibi. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier, you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. It's because the security lady saw somebody in the Steel Samurai costume. Which you can't tell what anybody looks like when they're wearing that costume. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. I'm telling you, that's what she saw. Security lady. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. Yeah, no, like, height and approximate weight. Like, that's it. Like, well, and even then, like, weight, like, the costume is, like, sleeky, bulky, whatever. Like, I don't know. I feel like you could not identify somebody by looking at them in that costume unless it was really obvious that it didn't fit well. Like, the fit would make it really obvious. Let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. Ugh, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally? If I were in that costume, you could tell just... If I were in that costume, you could also tell. I'm just saying that if anybody with a similar height and build to him could pass for him in that costume. That's what I'm saying. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Yay! Proving request for attorney. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Back to the security lady. Boop, boop. To the studio. Alright. I got this. This? Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such an unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here toward the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Oh, it's Gumshoe. By the way, the detective's name is Gumshoe. Yep. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Oh, yay, maps. Hey, not bad. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Thank you. That's his full name. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Guide map of Global Studios added to the court record. Let's see. Is there anything new? Okay, make sure there was nothing new. Outside Studio 1! Oh, the head's broken. Why is the head... I want my $2. Why is the head broken? October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Oh! It's that confused detective! Hey, pal! You know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Maya! Do not upset the police. We won't be able to investigate. ... Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Like this one, where we're gonna beat you again. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. Can't even say that without... Hey, be nice to him. Be nice to him. Such a butt. I'd say he's a character, all right. Man, the music in this game is so... I love it. All right. We can examine first, because we want to look around. So there's a security camera right here. Hey, there's a camera here. Can you not lick his fur the wrong direction? You're the worst in the whole universe. He's gonna leave. I know, Hermes. I know, buddy. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. You're talking, but all I see is Kitty. I know, right? Cats. Cats hanging out. Oh my goodness. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. We're never gonna remember that, but that's okay. All these big trees. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Oh, thank you. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Alright, so what's going on over here? The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind? But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it too. So this is like blocked here? Detective Gumshoe. What's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh yeah, that way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. They don't use it now, eh? I don't know about all that. Seems a little suspicious. Suspicious. Alright. The gate. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. No, this is very sus. Super sus. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. ... Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Alright. So, let's talk to Detective Gumshoe here. So, how is your investigation going, Detective? Well, it's... Hey! I can't tell you that, pal! Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions? Right. So, Detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? Enjoy your lookies. I'll see you later. What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Yeah, because last time we got the autopsy report and then Edgeworth was like, I ordered an updated autopsy report so she could have possibly survived after a single hit to the flippin' dome. Yeah, okay. Autopsy report added to the court record. The reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, that Anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady? Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? Decisive. What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading toward the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever somebody walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh, no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny. For someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. ... What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not gonna find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha! I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. It's alright, Hermes. He just bathed you a little bit, and now he's going to sleep. It's fine. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Also, it totally is a picture of somebody in the costume. Like 100% we called that. It's totally somebody in the costume. Can you stop being so offended, Mr. Man? I know. Life's hard. It's alright. Alright. Do I have any? Pierced through the chest by a spear. Okay. Alright, we don't have anything else for him, so that's easy lawyering. Hard part is proving what's in it. Yeah, no, basically, yeah. Alright, we can go back to the main gate. But it's locked. Well, I guess we gotta go back to the main gate. Nick, look! That security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. We can go to the employee area from here. Let's see if she has anything new to talk about. Yeah, photographic proof. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know? Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with that camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see? This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I see go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Mr. Hammer. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense? Oh, yes. He was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He's shown the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Automatic camera? About the security camera. Oh, yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? And then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Alright. Do I have anything to present to her? No, I don't. Alright. To the employee area! Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Examine! Alright, so. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Well, wait! Look! Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. Alright. Anything over here? What's that? The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. Oh, food would hit the spot. I'm so hungry. What time is it? Yeah, we still have a little while to go. But I'm totally gonna eat in the break between streams because I'm starving. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Alright, and a window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. That's gonna come back up, probably. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? I mean, that's true. Alright. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Oh my goodness. Oh, we can slide. There we go. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? And then a big painting. Half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Alright, we got this stuff. The remains of yesterday's lunch. T-bone. More T-bone steak. We talk about T-bone steak because everybody had steaks. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. Uh-huh. Ripperoonie. Alright. Anything else over this way? Nope. 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 Oh, the grate itself. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. Alright. Oh, profiles. Okay. We want to slide. Let's go in the dressing room. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Examine! There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? I mean, yeah. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. 42, the magic number is 42, right? No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. Oops. Here we go. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Although I said I was going to shave my head after the last case when she kept calling me spiky hair. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. Bring her with us when we investigate. How does she have so much access to these things while alone in a mountain monastery, right? The questions that really need to be asked. Alright, so let's examine this bag. This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look. An employee card key. This must be Power's. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Yay, key card. Now we can get into the studio. Sweet. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I think we have examined all of the different things in here so that we can move over to the studio and investigate over there. No clues here. All right. Go back to the employee area. Go back to the main gate. Do you have anything new to say? Nope. Go about here. And then we not move. We want examine, and then here we go. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep. It opened. Oh, right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Nothing new. Okay. Move. Inside Studio 1. So much exploration. Studio 1, October 16th. ... What is it? ... You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Examine! Oh, there's a bag here. There's a ladder. We got some other stuff. We got these things here with the numbers and the whatever. And all this stuff. Alright, let's start over here. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. How does she say? Yeah. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course! That's the mountain! Neo Fujiyama! Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh. Right. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that. Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm just an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Alright. We're in the middle of examining. So you can wait a minute. Because we're in the middle of looking at stuff. Wow, look at that camera. It must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Don't touch it. Don't touch things. Ladder. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry. This girl is out there. Okay. Alright. Sure. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that! One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real live megaphone. Why did we bring her? Couldn't we have left her in the office? Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Look. The lighting people are extremely important. Never knock the lighters. Never knock the people doing lights. The people who are doing lights are very important. Look, lights are hard. Light is very difficult. I struggle with lights all the time. Light is very hard. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing wound would leave at least a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Workin' lurkin'! Alright. All the parts are important, so obvious when any position is leaving that. Yeah, no, it's obvious when somebody is not there. Like, it's very important. Alright. So let's talk to Penny here. Day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes. I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studios isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area? That's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. So she saw him go into the dressing room. Will Powers. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came into the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I had a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. Sensing someone. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it into witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Alright. Do we have anything to show her? No. Unless we want to ask her about Studio B. Or Studio 2. We could theoretically ask her about Studio 2. Well, wait, hold on a second here. Wouldn't the security lady have seen him coming from the employee area? She said she saw him come by her gate. into the studio, wouldn't it? I don't know about that. All right. Kind of stair-step our way back out. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? ... Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? All right, you better tell me and quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her! She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins like that nowadays, running your mouths like there's no tomorrow, saying this and that, the other thing. When you expect about respecting your elders. It's a shame you do today. It's just, She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulder. La, 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 la. Gonna go over here and look at her computer. A computer that runs the security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yes. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Thank you, Chemprof, for putting the number in the chat. ST1307. There. Entered. I knew I wasn't going to remember it. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Totally in the costume. And it doesn't look like it fits him. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the only one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer. The pants are too long. You can see in the picture. The pants are too long. Like that's obviously not him because the costume doesn't fit. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for the day? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. It's not the security lady. It's probably the assistant. My current, the people that I've met, my vote's on the assistant. Save your progress. Yes, please. Take a drink of water, because we need more water. Are you done sleeping, Hermes? I know. You wanted to sleep up here by yourself forever, 'cause Otter bathed your fur the wrong way again. Ugh. Alright. Saved. Saved. It's trial day! October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Hey there, Edgeworth. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. My focus on that spiky hair doing blue, right? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show that the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October the 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. I feel my heart goes out to Detective Gumshoe. Okay? My heart goes out to him. He is trying his best. He really is. He is trying his best. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? He could use a better best. This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that area are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. So, prediction. You remember how we made a comment about I would expect someone being stabbed with a spear to bleed more? My conjecture, he was actually murdered in Studio 2 and moved to Studio 1. And that is why there's not a lot of blood. I could be wrong, but that's my conjecture currently. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there was only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? Skip it. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court record. Spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call this security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? ... My, aren't you a handsome fella? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Wendy Oldbag. She's a Wendy Oldbag. I've decided that the next thing I'm going to add to this stream is the ability for me to press a button and play a rim shot sound, because I feel like that's going to be an important addition to the stream. So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. Even when I was young, other children would make fun of me. You just believe it. But there was this boy, the captain of the chess club, and he called me an old bag, and I just cried and cried. And objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yesy, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you? You know your stuff, dearie. ... You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Alright. What do we got? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Alright, so we're gonna press... On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers. Observing, you know? Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow. I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through, too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second? Of course. I am a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday. I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Snipper whapper. Snipper whapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? The murder happened at 2:30 p.m. Right. Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. Alright, hold on a second here. Oh, you know what's interesting? Wait. Why is his key card in the room? Like, could he have gotten into the studio without his key card? Was it unlocked? Do we know that? Because his key card was in his room. And he got arrested straight from the studio. So, like, if he had been... Like, if he went there when everybody else was there, then it would be open. But if he went there when it was closed... And why did... What's-his-face go to the studio anyway? We don't know that either. Okay, anyway. We're gonna see what we can do here. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. All right. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. ... What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Dot, dot, dot. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. Yo, new Neo, yeah, right? I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you that of witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all of the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. ... Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run through the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Is he dragging his leg? That doesn't really look like he's dragging his leg. It just looks like the pants are too long. So he had sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Yikes. I never say anything I don't mean. That morning during the run through the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Just take a second. Alright. Okay. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? That was a weird moment to come back from lurking, right? No, it was a weird moment for me, and I've been here. I've been here the whole time, and it's weird. Where was the assistant, then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. Alright, he broke one of the props. It was a big mess. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. Wait, how did somebody get murdered with the samurai spear if he broke the spear? Point? Yep. Everything about her is a weird moment. That is a good point. His samurai spear. The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. Maybe it was a different spear. This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Samurai spear updated. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. So he was still in his costume when they found him. If the spear had been mended with duct tape, there's no way that the spear could have actually stabbed into his costume to stab all the way through him. Like, it would have broken. There's no... Yeah. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Duct tape is God tape. No. Gaff tape is God tape. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot. Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Oh, the judge is amazing. Hmm. I know just one thing. Oh, the judge coming out in the clutch. Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Witness's account continued. Oh yeah, the judge is paying attention, right? The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I do appreciate the judge understands that you can't, like, it's a costume. The time unfortunate, right? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. Does the photo have the thing on the back? Yes. Photo number 2. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sir, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1 but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help. Edgy boy, but believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Yep, her name is Oldbag. Wendy Oldbag. Her name is Wendy Oldbag. That is her name. Duh. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. The other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. It's called evidence tampering. There's a lot of that in this game. There's a lot of that in this game. I mean, Edgeworth just makes shit up. So, when he had the last case, he had the autopsy redone to prove that she didn't die instantaneously. Like, no, like, yeah. Alright. Every day after I finish guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking. Press. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. But for the most part? This is a murder trial, Ms. Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Is that the last one? Yeah, it is. Press. Well, who the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. We saw that. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Isn't it your job to fix that? I mean, yeah. Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh, yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick? What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Good Lord. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court Defendant, Lobby number 3. Alright. I have to take a break, because it's break time. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back, and we will work on this some more. Yay, break time. Stretch legs, get water, all that good shit. And I will be back in 5 minutes.